Oh, back in the boiler room video. Hey, so here's my old baby. Oh, Wheel McLean V68. The V means it takes off vertical exhaust. So she started losing prime every so often. The flame sensor would trip out. There's a red light. It'll set, and then you gotta hit the button, and it'll reboot everything. But from what I gathered, this is my fuel oil pump, right? This is the oil gun. It's got several components. The pump, though, was losing prime. This is where my fuel comes in. Big filter. There's a little cage filter in there. And then the pump, boom, into the chamber back there. That's the motor that powers the whole thing. Powers a blower. There's a squirrel cage blower in here. Throws the fuel in a vapor like real fast. So that's the flame sensor. That goes to an actual eye sensor that's in there, so it sees a flame. If it doesn't see a flame, it'll shut off. It'll stop the fuel, so you don't have a boiler full of fuel oil or diesel, whatever you're using. That's the transformer. This bad boy makes about 10,000 volts. So I've changed that. You can see, whoops, if I can get the glare out, 11,919. I've changed that. And I've changed. This is the Aquastat. This is like the brain. This tells how hot the water is, where it should be, the cutoff temperatures. It's sort of a safety, the safety boss, I guess, if you want to say, the boiler. Sets the things. That noise you hear is that little zone pump. These guys, they'll probably be next. Look at this monster floating out here. This kills me. Jesus Christ, I wish I had a rack hanging holding this stuff up. I'll go to a smaller pump when I have to deal with that. Another one of these little guys. I'll probably flip them around. I don't know. But anyways, so filming this would have been real dry and boring. So basically I shut the fuel off. This is a fuel oil safety valve. If there's a fire in here, there's a slug in there with a spring, it'll shut the fuel off. It gets so hot, so it won't keep feeding the fire. So basically I had to undo here. I took the filter off, drained it over my little drain can there, and undid the pipe, undid the jet tube. That's called the jet tube, the little copper guy there. And there's only two bolts, one there and one, you can't see it in this dark, and they're on the other side. It holds the bad boy in. Here's the face of the old one. So that's where the jet tube hooks up. That's where the fuel comes in. And that's the little purge valve. That's very important. This one's painted black, sort of a pain in the ass to see. And that's the motor drive shaft. I got a new one. I saw in the comments on Amazon, one guy said his was wore out, so he had to run to the store for real quick to get a new one. So that is actually right in there. It goes onto the end of the motor shaft inside the squirrel cage. Squirrel cage is, spinning around it, and it goes right onto, I can show you on this bad boy. Goes right onto the end of that, or it should. That's the end that was on it. But so yeah, that's the old pump. So I mean, considering this boiler is pretty old, she was due for it, so that's not too bad. Yeah, listen to that baby. I'm gonna go turn that stat down now. Alright, thanks.